What do you look for in a teacher or priesthood? This is a difficult decision, but you're going to have to take it seriously. Welcome to the Actual Magic Academy. Hi, my name is Sterling, and I'd like to welcome you to the Actual Magic Academy. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you're returning to the channel, welcome back. We talk about real magic here. We teach real magic. Not card tricks, not games, not parlor tricks. If this interests you, come on along, be a part of the channel. If you enjoy it, find it useful, you get something out of it, feel free to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and like the video. It really helps the channel, and I'd appreciate it a lot. Now, who you choose as your teacher and priesthood is an important question to consider. The wrong choice can set your growth back a long ways, maybe even years. Could cost you a lot of money, get you in with an abusive situation. There are some brilliant, talented teachers out there that you can find. And there are competent ones, able ones, and there's also incompetent teachers. And there's some outright frauds that are out to take your money, your energy, your life for their own schemes and aggrandization. So how do you do it? How do you find the right one? The first thing to remember is there is no one teacher/priesthood who is right for everyone. Read that again. No one is the right teacher for everyone. So you might find a good teacher that simply doesn't work for you. That's okay. All right. The basics of finding a teacher. First, make sure that what you want to learn is what they are teaching. What are you looking for? Do you want to just learn how to do a few spells? Or are you looking for a way to a higher spiritual reality, an initiatory path? Are you looking for a particular tradition? There's a lot of them. There are a lot of paths out there. No one knows them all. In fact, very few people know more than one in any real depth. Someone who claims to know all paths, all traditions, or that they can teach you anything is either a liar or seriously self-deluded. You need to move on. Avoid them. Many good teachers have experience in several paths, and they've often found a way that blends elements of each of them into their own personal teaching style, teaching method, teaching information. But if you specifically want to learn an Egyptian high magic art, and your prospective teacher is an earth magic kitchen witch, you won't get what you're looking for. Sounds simple, but it's often overlooked. Next, talk to them. Talk to them enough so that you have an idea of how they teach, their temperament and approach, and the expectations and demands that they will make on you. Make sure that this is something you can handle and that you have time for. Many teachers are demanding, both in time and effort on your part. My teacher, my first one, demanded very detailed written work in the form of reports, ritual write-ups, correspondence research, and other such things. She was very demanding in energy work as to the quality, level, amount, refinement of energy used in a working. She came from a very, very formal tradition, and that was the way that she herself was taught. So, what will the teacher you are looking into demand from you? Ask them. Be specific. They should be asking themselves similar questions about you. Will you do the work? Will you do what I ask you to? Or is this just going to be a fight every class, every time we get together? Will this student push through the hard parts and stay with the classwork? The joy and reason for teaching is the watching a student break through a barrier, go beyond what they thought they could do, and grow and surpass you in the arts. Watching somebody lose interest or burn out after 3 months isn't fun for anybody. You should ask yourself, can I respect them? Even if I violently disagree with them, will I stay within the boundaries they set? And I probably should have mentioned this one first. Money. A reputable, able teacher will charge you for lessons or classes. They will not charge you exorbitant amounts. If someone wants hundreds of dollars a lesson or more for teaching you, get out of there. Particularly if they want it up front. Prices will vary, but no good teacher is making bank on their classes. Speaking for myself, at present, I charge $25 for a class per student, the classes being about 1 to 2 hours in length. There will be variance in cost depending on the teacher, but it should never be large sums. You'll probably have to cover costs of materials used in ritual work, plus your own tools, robes, and such. I don't know of anyone who covers those costs, but they might be out there. But since the cost of a ritual can be as little as a few candles and some incense, it doesn't have to cost much at all. To repeat, if the teacher wants more money than seems reasonable, they're not for you. Most teachers charge to make sure that you pay attention and to compensate for their time and effort. And yes, if they really are teaching you, they are working. I can't wait till you get in front of 25 or so eager little faces determined to ruin your life because they already know everything. You should ask others about them. If they've been teaching for a while, and they should, others will know them. What's their rep? What do people say about them? Do they speak well of them? Talk to other people. Not everyone will teach out of a shop, but if they do, ask their previous students. That's the best source you can ever get. Better yet, if you can, talk to a lot of their previous students. If someone's been teaching out of a shop for several years, you should be able to get a hold of some of these people and ask them directly. They know. What do they insist on? Do they insist on some kind of binding or allegiance to them? That's a bad sign. Do they want authority over other parts of your life? Real bad sign. Run away. I require myself that for the time that you're in my class, that you accept training from no one else, no other person, and that you stick with doing only what we are teaching. After you finish the class or left the class, I have no authority over you. So, I don't want any either, thank goodness. I'd be willing to talk to you, answer questions if I can, but it's on you. I'm not here to rule your life. I am not a pope. I am not an authority figure. Be glad to help you if I can, but anybody that makes you a permanent part of his or her group with control over you, that's the important thing. They're crafting a cult. Again with the money. Does the teacher want money for an initiation or admittance to a select group? Not good. A teacher who owns or works in a shop may suggest products available at the shop, but they should never pressure anyone into buying them. If money is the focus of the teacher, namely your money going into their pocket, then you've found a huckster. Walk away. You need to realize that the training may be difficult for you. It should be. In the Wiccan tradition that I teach, we have a beginning class and an advanced class to get to our first initiations. We expect a 24% dropout rate in the beginning class. And in the advanced class, it'll probably be more like 50% dropout. That's just the way it is. The classes are demanding. They're long and hard. It's not so much learning the material. The learning the material is the easiest part. Anybody that's gone through high school can learn this type of thing. It's doing the required work. Not all Wiccan or magical traditions teach this type of work. Some are far more laid back and relaxed, and this is why you need to talk to the person who you're thinking of training under to see what it is they're going to expect. Make sure that what they expect is what you're willing to put into it. Let me quickly explain what classes in magic that lead to an initiation do. By design, as opposed to classes that are aimed at religious training or celebratory training. Classes that lead to a true initiatory experience will open your mind. They will break down the walls that you have built to feel safe and allow you to ignore uncomfortable truths. They question your moral standards, your ethics, your assumptions about the world and yourself. They force you to look at a clearer, deeper truth about yourself and the world than you have ever done to this point. And in many paths, introduce you to deity in a very real, personal, and focused way. I cannot stress this enough. Initiatory magic is a full-on, face-first, unconditional confrontation with stark reality, one where you can lose. If you think this is going to be like hanging out with bubbly pretty people watching Charm DVDs while eating pentagram cupcakes, you're in for a big shock. Done properly, a path to initiation will shake, shatter, and reshape the very foundations of your life. That's because it is simply not possible to meet deity one-on-one, whichever deity it may be, and come away unchanged. Is it worth it in the long run? Oh, yes. Is it fun to do? Oh, hell no. Sex. There's a lot of nonsense talked about wild sex rituals, orgies, and sexual initiations. If you're like almost all people that I've met in the craft or on different magical paths, this doesn't sound very much like your last Sabbat. Obviously, I just don't get invited to the fun rituals. What can I say? Seriously, though, no teacher should demand sex as part of your training. No teacher should demand it, period. Sex magic is real, it's very powerful, and it can be very emotionally destructive for anyone not ready for it. Please trust me when I tell you, you are not ready for it. So there you have it. Be careful, ask questions, be willing to wait, beware, and just be willing to leave if it doesn't work out for you. Don't accept unreasonable controls over you and your life. Being required to fast and do other preparations for a ritual is fine. That's normal. If it starts to look more like a frat hazing, you may want to leave. Share your experiences with others that you trust. Consider their opinions. Well, I think we'll leave it here for this video. I hope it helps you find a good teacher. They are out there. If you enjoyed the video and feel you learned something from it, wave your magic wand and give it a like. Maybe subscribe and ring the bell to be notified when new videos are posted. If you'd like to support the channel and our work, there's a Buy Me a Coffee link down below. If you've got questions, comments, or suggestions for subjects you'd like to see covered, let me know in the comments section. I'd love to hear about your experiences looking for a teacher. I do read them, and I try to answer all of them. So let me know what you'd like to see next. Thanks for stopping by. Blessings bright and dark. Peace.